Welcome to Naked Hypnosis. And so I hear you asking, is hypnosis real? In 1892, the British Medical Association commissioned a team of doctors to undertake and evaluate the nature and the effects of hypnotherapy. The committee reported that they have satisfied themselves of the genuineness of the hypnotic state. Hypnotism is effective for relieving pain, procuring sleep, and psychosomatic complaints and anxiety disorders. In 1955, the British Medical Association completed a 2-year study which concluded that hypnotism is of value and may be the treatment of choice in some cases of so-called psychosomatic disorders. It has proved its ability to remove symptoms and to alter habits of thought and behavior. In addition to the treatment of psychiatric disabilities, there is a place for hypnotism in the production of anesthesia or analgesia for surgical and dental operations, and is an effective method of relieving pain in childbirth. The report was approved as official BMA policy. This statement goes on to say that, for the past 100 years there has been an abundance of evidence that psychological and physiological changes could be produced by hypnotism. In 1958, the American Medical Association endorses the 1955 BMA report and concludes that the use of hypnosis has a recognized place in medicine. In 1995, the U.S. National Institute for Health compiled an extensive report that supports the effectiveness of hypnosis in chronic pain conditions, which included irritable bowel syndrome and tension headaches. In 1999, the British Medical Journal published a clinical review of the current medical research on hypnotherapy, concluding the effectiveness of hypnosis for anxiety, pain, nausea, vomiting, phobias, obesity, anxiety panic disorders and insomnia, both acute and chronic pain, asthma, and irritable bowel syndrome. In 2001, the British Psychological Society published a report concluding there is convincing evidence that hypnotic procedures are effective in the management and relief of both acute and chronic pain, and in assisting in the alleviation of pain, discomfort, and distress due to medical, dental, and childbirth procedures, general anxiety, tension, stress, insomnia, tension headaches and migraine, asthma, gastrointestinal complaints such as irritable bowel syndrome, warts, eczema, psoriasis, hives, and weight reduction. In 2003, the University of Constance in Germany examined the data on the efficiency of hypnotherapy across the board, from smoking cessation to pain control. Data from over 6,000 patients suggested an average improvement in 27% of untreated patients over the term of the studies, compared with a 74% success rate amongst those receiving hypnotherapy. The outcome rates for anxiety disorders alone were still even higher. In 2007, a meta-analysis from the Cochrane collaboration found that the therapeutic effect of hypnotherapy was superior to that of usual medical management for abdominal pain and IBS symptoms. The answer is conclusive. Yes, hypnosis does work. Scientists have recently discovered the power of neural plasticity. All your thoughts and actions from the moment you were born have created the character that you are today. You are what you think. Your character means that you can create your tomorrow based on your knowledge of the past, and so making future change is difficult. If you could examine your brain, you would see that this is a roadmap of your life. You could see the pathway that you have taken in the past, and so predict the pathway that you will follow into your future. So making change is difficult, as your thoughts are hardwired into your brain. You are a supercomputer. Your conscious thoughts may be just 3% of your creative power. Your conscious mind, 99% busy, with over 60,000 thoughts every single day. Like every computer, you have a hard drive. Your subconscious mind is your hard drive, the place where all your thoughts are stored. Your subconscious mind is capable of storing over 100 trillion images of your life, processing over 2 million body functions every second. Your subconscious mind is the keeper of the memory, the seat of all your emotions, controller of your nervous system, the initiator of your fight and flight mechanisms. Through your life, it beats your heart and regulates your immune system. Imagine if we had the power to access the subconscious mind. If we had this power, we could change anything, everything. We do have the power. Hypnosis is the key. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change. Your character is hardwired into your brain, but through hypnosis, the wiring can be changed. Hypnosis is brain software. Your seminar today will be presented by the Mind Persuader, Master Hypnotist, Mr. David Knight. As a stage hypnotist, David Knight has performed over 5,000 comedy stage hypnosis shows around the world, hypnotizing over 50,000 volunteers. As a hypnotherapist, presenter and trainer, David has presented educational seminars and training sessions, teaching hundreds of thousands of students the secrets of hypnosis. Naked hypnosis. The secrets of hypnosis stripped bare and revealed. A seminar not just to inform, but to transform. From today, the future is not what it used to be. Please welcome to the stage your master of hypnosis, the Mind Persuader, David Knight.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. And welcome. And for those of you who believe in hypnosis for regression and past lives, welcome back. The aim of the seminar today is to teach you a little bit about hypnosis. Now, today I am not going to be hypnotizing anybody. However, you are. Because over the next 45 minutes, I'm going to teach you the secrets of hypnosis, the secrets of self-hypnosis, and I'm going to teach you a technique where you can hypnotize yourself. And at the end of the seminar today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do some self-hypnosis, and you're going to hypnotize yourself. How does that sound? Is that okay? Excellent, let's do that. So the aim of the seminar is so that I can tell you about some of the uses of hypnosis, to learn this technique, why we should use hypnosis, why use this technique. And at the end of the seminar, I got some free gifts for you as well. So some great stuff for you to take away completely free of charge. Let's look at some of the uses of hypnosis and what you can actually use hypnosis for. I guess many of you have used hypnosis for things in the past, such as stopping smoking, or maybe you know people who've stopped smoking with hypnosis. You can use hypnosis for pain relief. Before you use hypnosis for pain relief, you should always have that problem checked out by a doctor. So go thoroughly exhaust all the avenues before you use hypnosis, but then you can use hypnosis to switch pain off. You can use hypnosis for weight loss, for breaking limitations, for breaking stress, for being able to relax, lowering blood pressure, things like that. There is a slight mistake on the board, actually. It does say all fears and phobias, and that, of course, is not quite true. Hypnophobia. a fear of a hypnotist. It's just not going to happen, is it? But apart from that, all fears and phobias can be fixed through the power of hypnosis. For you to understand hypnosis, for you to be able to use hypnosis, you need to understand the power of the two minds. So let's quickly look at the two minds that you have. First of all, we've got your conscious mind. That's the I. That's the one that you're thinking with right now. The I. Your ability to think. It's the thinking mind. I like to think that you're a computer, and because you're a computer, you work very similar to a computer, and so the thinking mind would be the keyboard. It's where all the information goes in. And so the interesting thing about this conscious mind is it is the starting point of all action. So whatever you have done in the past to get here, it started with a thought. Where you go from today depends on, again, the thoughts that you have. So you have control over your future dependent on the thoughts that you have. Good thoughts, or maybe even negative thoughts. They will change your destination. Now, so the conscious mind is the keyboard. It's the input of all the information. Your conscious mind is 99% busy, and yet probably only about 1% of brain power. So all the other 99% is stored elsewhere. You have a capacity of probably about 60,000 thoughts a day. So your conscious thoughts are really busy. That's why you get tired by the end of the day. Your conscious mind is capable of processing 11 pieces of information per second. 11 pieces of information per second. Now, let's compare that with your subconscious mind. First of all, your conscious, 11 pieces of information per second. Your subconscious mind is capable of actioning 2 million pieces of information per second. So all of the functions that are taking place around your body right now are being controlled by your subconscious mind. Now, I like to think of your subconscious mind as the hard drive of the computer. Once the information's gone in, it then has to be stored somewhere, and it's stored in your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind holds your memory. It runs all your belief systems. It controls your emotions, your energy, your fight and flight mechanisms. All these things take part in your subconscious mind. It controls your nervous system, and indeed it controls your immune systems. And yet, your subconscious mind is possibly only about 4% busy. In other words, if the other part of the mind is doing stuff, we don't even know what it's doing right now. So here you can see we've got a massive untapped potential within the subconscious mind. So instead of starting to do things consciously, why don't we start to do things subconsciously? Because it has a lot more power. That's where your power is. And yet, the great news about the subconscious mind is it doesn't judge. It doesn't question. It just runs the program. So it doesn't ask you about breathing, or about your heart beating, or about your health and immune systems, your emotions. You don't have to input on these things. Your subconscious mind is just automatically running the show. Now, you are a subconscious being, and much of what you do is done subconsciously, whether you realize it or not. So if you play golf, if you play sports, if you do any of those things, if you play an instrument, you probably play those things or do those things subconsciously. Many of the things that you do are done subconsciously. You have a habit. You have a pattern. So the way you got out of bed today is probably the same way you got out of bed yesterday, and it's the same way you get out of bed tomorrow. The way you brush your teeth will be the same way. The way you brush your hair is the same way. You just automatically do it subconsciously. Do you know you even drive your car subconsciously? You do. Let's prove it. As I say things, I like to try and prove them as we go along. So here's what I want you to do. Are you ready? What I want you to do is imagine that you have your car right now. It's on the driveway or it's on the road, as if you were going to drive away. As if you were going to drive away. You've just sat in, you've shut the door, reach forward, do whatever you need to do, and drive off. Are you ready? It'll take you 10 seconds. Do it now. Go. Drive away. Did you do it? Who thinks they did it? Not very many. You weren't very confident. Okay, okay. For the ones who thought they did it, did you start the engine? Okay, that's good. Did you put your seatbelt on? Did you look over your shoulder? Did you indicate? Did you check the mirrors? Yeah. Did you take the handbrake off? Yeah. And yet, we just get into the car and we just drive away. We just do it. And then you continue to drive subconsciously. Have you ever driven down the motorway, the highway, and all of a sudden you can't remember the last 5 miles that you've just driven? You drove subconsciously. You just kept on driving. And so your subconscious mind is so powerful. It does so much of the day. So what we need to do is tap into this subconscious power. Let's use it. It's 99% of your brain power, and yet 96% of it is probably free. And it doesn't question and it doesn't judge. So if you want to change, program your subconscious mind and you can make the change really fast. That's the key to hypnosis. It makes the change really fast. So, how many people can be hypnotized? Everybody can. It's just a matter of time. The average time maybe to hypnotize somebody, well, possibly about 14 minutes. The average time that I have in a stage show per person, about 30 seconds. And so hypnosis can be done very, very quickly, but with a little bit of time, we all go into hypnosis. On the screen, you can see on the left-hand side, we have the brain waves. Now, right now, I'm looking around. People are cycling in beta state. It's the normal waking state, and in beta state, your brain is cycling between 14 and 21 cycles per second. It's the normal awake state. If now you're sat down, you're relaxed, you're calm, feeling good. There's no danger here. Everything's cool. And so you're probably cycling close to 14 cycles per second, the normal waking state. But if you wanted to make a change, let's say you wanted to sleep well on a night time. Well, the way to make the change is to tell yourself that you sleep well. Remember, the conscious mind is the starting point of all action. So consciously, you have to think about the change that you want to make. I sleep well every night would be an affirmation, a positive statement that you give to yourself, an affirmation to help you sleep well every night. If you repeat that thousands of times, you'll sleep well. It's that simple. So why don't you sleep well? Well, that's because you tell people that you don't sleep well. And you tell yourself, oh, I don't sleep well. I go to sleep, but then I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I struggle to get back to sleep again. Fantastic. You've just programmed your subconscious mind to put you to sleep and wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and then struggle for the rest of the night. Perfect. So what we need to do is we need to change that mental habit and create a new one. I sleep well every night. So if you're struggling for sleep, not any longer. From today, you leave here and you say to yourself, I sleep well every night. I sleep well. And you can repeat it thousands of times. Or you can go into a hypnotic state. You can go into alpha state. I'm looking around the room. Normally we have 1 or 2 drifting off into alpha at this stage, but no, I think we're all still in beta. You're all still with me. In beta state, the normal waking state, all we need to do is drop the brain frequency down below 14 cycles per second. So you're almost there. Remember, you drive a car in alpha. You play golf in alpha. You play an instrument in alpha. And so all we need to do is lower that brain cycle just a little bit more into a meditation type state, a self-hypnosis state. When you hit that self-hypnosis state, instead of repeating it thousands of times, you can make positive changes in 21 days. That's the magic figure, 21 days. And so, in 21 days, any negative habit that you have today can be changed and created into a positive habit. 21 days. How do I know it? Because you're going to speak to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind doesn't question. It has to make the change. And there's no room for flexibility. 21 days and you can change anything. If you relax a little bit more, than alpha, you go down into theta, between 4 and 7 brain cycles per second. Down into theta, you're heading towards sleep at that point. So you cannot change yourself when you're asleep because you can't consciously control your thoughts. However, that could be controlled by a hypnotist. You could hire a hypnotist to do private sessions with you, or you could use a hypnosis CD. That's why the hypnosis CDs work so well. You relax down into theta state. In other words, you're drifting off towards sleep. And at that point, you play a hypnosis CD and it makes all the changes that you need to make. If you continue relaxing, you go down into delta. Below 4 cycles per second is delta state, deep sleep. So, there's the brain waves. 2 of those brain waves, alpha and theta, are hypnotic states. This morning, when you woke up, you were in delta state. You woke, you came up to theta, you came lighter into alpha. In alpha state, you had the first thought that you had this morning. That was alpha state. And you started those thoughts, but within a few seconds, you drifted out of alpha and you came into beta state. So this morning you hypnotized yourself. If you've dropped into a daydream at any time already today, you went back down into alpha because alpha is daydream. Tonight when you go to sleep, you climb into bed, you move into alpha very quickly. Within 13, 14 minutes, you'll probably drop down into theta and then drift down into delta later on the evening. So hypnosis is normal. It's natural. And you've been hypnotized in your life thousands of times. Hypnosis is totally safe. You've done it thousands of times and nobody has ever come to any harm through the power of hypnosis. So why do we use hypnosis? Well, hypnosis quickly installs new belief systems. So if you want to change your thoughts, change your belief systems, hypnosis will allow you to do that because the subconscious mind doesn't question. Hypnosis creates new neural pathways. In other words, it rewires your brain. Your brain physically rewires to your new habits. And as we know now, the subconscious mind runs the show. You are a subconscious creature. I've got a question for you. How many hypnotherapists does it take to change a light bulb? Of course, the answer has got to be 1. But the light bulb has to really want to change. In other words, a hypnotist cannot make you do something that you don't want to do, because if the hypnotist reprograms your mind, you'll have the power to reprogram it back again. But if you want to make the change, the hypnotist will reprogram your mind, and then you just keep reinforcing it. And that way, the change is made very quickly. Okay. So remember, we have to think positively about any changes that we want to make. It's always positive. And if there's one thing that you take away from the seminar, hopefully this will be it. I want you to try to remove any negative language from your thoughts right now. Be careful what you don't think about. In other words, when you leave here, try to remove the word don't from your language, because it doesn't work. Any negative words do not work. They just don't work. So try to remove the don'ts, the won'ts, and the can'ts. So when you're speaking to the children or the grandchildren, don't tell them what you don't want them to do, because they'll go and do it, won't they? Don't do that. Next minute, they've already done it. Let me explain why that works. I want to, again, at each step of the program, I want to show you and I want to prove something to you. So here's something that I don't want you to do. Please don't do this. You won't do it, will you? Promise me? Okay, that's great. Now I've got the promise. Don't do this. You're on vacation, so I don't want you to imagine what your kitchen looks like at home. Because we don't want to think about kitchens while we're away doing things. So don't imagine your kitchen for me. Don't imagine your fridge. Don't imagine what your fridge looks like. Don't imagine opening the fridge door and the light coming on, because that would be crazy, wouldn't it? You just did it. even though I told you not to do it, because negative language doesn't have any impact on the subconscious mind. It just follows the instruction. So don't tell the kids what you don't want them to do, because it will happen, and it will happen in an instant, and it will happen subconsciously as well. Don't drop that ice cream. What happens? The child drops the ice cream straight away because they've just heard drop the ice cream. They then put their attention onto the ice cream, and as they bend over to look, the ice cream drops off onto the floor subconsciously. Don't fall down those stairs. Oh. Don't tell people what you don't want them to do, because they will go and do it. And not only will they do it, you'll do it too. Don't tell yourself that you don't smoke. I'm going to quit smoking. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. What does the subconscious mind hear? I smoke. And so what do? You smoke more. You're reinforcing the suggestion to smoke. And so you just try and stop. That's why you try and change something. You try and do something. And instead you do the opposite even more. It gets worse. Doesn't matter whether I tell you it or whether I show you it so that you can read it. Don't think about an elephant. You did it, didn't you? Yeah. In less than 100th of a second, you thought about an elephant. And here's the funny thing. Some of you thought about an elephant. Some of you pictured an elephant. Some of you put colours to it. Maybe you had a grey elephant, and there's 2 or 3% in here had a pink one with white spots on it, wherever you are. I know that you did that too. So the mind is incredibly powerful. Just focus on the positive, and that's what we're going to do now. Focus on the positive. So whatever you want to do, you can change it. You know, at the beginning of the program, I showed you some of the uses for hypnosis. Hypnosis can do anything. Hypnosis created you. Your thoughts created your body. It grew you the way that you are. It controls you, and it creates your destiny. It creates your future. But you have the ability to change it. You can think about your thoughts and take control over them. So, from now on, we're not going to say, I don't get stressed, because your subconscious mind hears stress, and then it creates stress, and stress creates disease, dis-ease. And so from now on, we're going to focus on the opposite. We're going to focus 100% on what we do want. So from today on, no more stress, ever. From today on, no more dis-ease. From today on, I'm calm and relaxed. Because you can only be in one state at one time. And so from now on, you'll never be stressed again. You focus on, I'm calm and relaxed. And you say it to yourself, I'm calm and relaxed. In a moment, when we do the technique that I'm going to teach you, we're going to use that statement over and over again. It's a great affirmation. I am calm and relaxed. We've already mentioned, for those who want to sleep well, I sleep well every night. Don't tell yourself what you don't want yourself to do. Tell yourself what you do want to do. I sleep well every night. There's some great cures for hypnosis. Hypnosis can cure skin complaints. So things like warts, eczema, psoriasis. My skin is healthy. My skin is healthy. It doesn't have to be the exact affirmation. It just has to be positive. My skin is healthy and healed. Whatever you want, say it as if it's already happened. If you want to get rid of pain, just tell yourself, your hands are healthy and healed. My hands are free from pain, and your pain will go away. Do not take pain away if it's your chest, if it's your head, until you have gone through all the thorough examinations that the doctors and the consultants can give for you. But once it's chronic pain, in other words, the damage has been healed, then you use hypnosis and you switch the pain off. Things like arthritis and back pains, chronic pains, we don't need them anymore. It's not a warning sign, it's just something that holds you back. Then we switch it off. Hypnotic pain relief is rated 10 times more powerful than morphine. All fears, almost all fears and phobias can be fixed with hypnosis in 21 days. In 21 days, you can be away from your fear of dogs or whatever it may be, spiders, heights, flying. I am comfortable when I fly would be the affirmation. One of the best affirmations up there is the one that breaks all disease. I am healthy and healed. You cannot be healthy and healed and in a disease state at the same time, one or the other. Your mind's created every cell in your body. Let's get your mind creating new cells in perfect health, not cells that are damaged and taking on the problems of the previous cells that they're replacing. Well, you call it quantum hypnosis. Quantum hypnosis is using the mind to create you again in perfect health, almost anti-aging. I am healthy and I'm healed. More great affirmations for you. I drive with confidence. So if you're driving, is it you're a little bit nervous when you drive? Maybe you don't like to go out in the dark. Maybe you don't like to do motorways or confined places or under bridges. I drive with confidence. I'm more confident every day. I enjoy exercise. Now, maybe you want to lose a few pounds. Affirmations will help you to do that. I enjoy exercise daily, and repetition, 21 days, will get you into habit of wanting to exercise to whatever degree you feel comfortable with. I eat less and I feel satisfied. I eat only when I'm hungry. Great affirmations for weight loss. I've been putting on a little bit of weight recently, and so I went to see the doctor. I've been doing an awful lot of cruises, and I went to see the doctor. And I said, I think there might be a medical reason why I'm overweight. He said, yes, David, there is. It appears from your records here that you're suffering with an overactive knife and fork. And so time for me to start using one of my hypnosis CDs for that as well. Great. I'm confident when I speak. Loads of affirmations. You create your own affirmation, whatever it is that you want to change. Now, we're going to do that right now. I'm going to teach you a technique. And many people came to me and they said, David, I can't relax. I can't relax. So I created my own hypnosis technique where you don't have to relax. What we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite. Remember, your conscious mind is 99% busy, having 60,000 thoughts a day. If we have a few more thoughts, you'll overload it. When you overload it, your subconscious mind comes to help. Your subconscious mind pops up and comes to help you. It comes to the rescue. So what we're going to do is we're going to overload your conscious thoughts right now. And when they overload, your subconscious mind opens. As soon as your subconscious mind opens, you simply start to reprogram it. We're going to move from beta state down to alpha state, just through a little bit of relaxation and keeping your conscious mind busy. That's the technique. It's called safe hypnosis. Safe hypnosis, sight, auditory, feelings, emotions. So, in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Now, I'm not going to hypnotize you. You're going to hypnotize yourself. So if it doesn't work, it's your fault, not mine. When we do this, you're going to close your eyes, and then I want you to tell me one thing that you could see. And you might see, I could see the television screen. Great. And then tell me, just through the power of thought, so it's not out loud, tell me one thing that you can hear. I can hear the sound of the air conditioning. And tell me one thing that you can feel. I can feel my feet on the ground. And then we check in with your emotions. How do you feel? Do you feel okay? If you have an itch or a scratch, or you need to move, or you're holding tension, or you're feeling uncomfortable, then you just simply move. Give yourself a little scratch, and we carry on. And then you say to yourself, I am calm and relaxed. Then we go back to the beginning. And when we go to the beginning, I want you to find two new things that you could see. What else could you see? I could see the stage floor. I could see the curtains. Great. And now tell me two things that you can hear. Two new sounds. What can you hear? And that's a technique. And we're going to run through that technique 5 times. So this is going to take about 5 or 6 minutes to do this. It's very fast, it's very easy. Whilst you do it, I want you to imagine that you're having a little power nap. And so you're going to relax and just drift off to sleep. It's a 5-minute relaxation break. Does that sound okay? Can we do this? Great. And when you wake up, you're going to feel absolutely amazing. You're going to re-energize right now. Okay. It's harder to explain it than it is just to do it. So let's just do it. When you do this technique, you make sure that you're somewhere safe. Do not do it whilst you're driving or operating any machinery. That's the standard warning, I guess. So the ideal place is when you're laying in bed would be perfect. Some people, if you do it in bed, you drift off to sleep really quick. So for many people, it's actually better to be sat up as you are. Otherwise, you can actually drift off to sleep. If you do this technique on a night time, you don't have to wake up. You can just go to sleep. So that's really nice. You can also do it first thing in the morning because you're already in alpha when you start to do it. So that's really good. You're already there. If the first thoughts that you have when you wake up are, I'm calm and relaxed, I'm healthy and healed, you're reprogramming your mind, and your mind is reprogramming your body. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Step 1, put your hands somewhere comfortable. Make sure that your legs are relaxed. Ideally, hands, arms and legs not crossed, just relaxed and open, and just feel good. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Count down with me, 5 down to 1, and then just close your eyes. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eyes closed. Good. Now, just through the power of thought, tell me one thing that you could see before you closed your eyes. I could see, and then whatever it may be. Not out loud, just to yourself. And as you do this, tell yourself to relax and drift off to sleep. And now through the power of thought, tell me one thing that you can hear. I can hear the sound of. And now tell me one thing that you can feel. What can you feel? I can feel. And now check your emotions. How do you feel? Are you calm and relaxed? If you're not comfortable, move. Move in any way that you need to do. Have that little itch, whatever it might be. And then say to yourself, I am calm and relaxed. Then we go back to the beginning. Tell me 2 things that you can see. 2 things that you could see before you closed your eyes. I could see and I could see. Remember, this is 2 new things. 2 new things. And now tell me what you can hear. I can hear and I can hear. 2 new sounds. It gets harder as we go through it. Tell me 2 things that you can feel. I can feel and I can feel. 2 new feelings. Check in with your emotions. Move if you need to. Itch, scratch, release any tension. And then tell yourself, I am calm and relaxed. 3 things that you could see before you closed your eyes. 3 things that you could see before you closed your eyes. I could see. I could see. And I could see. You know, if you really struggle, you can even make it up. If you can't see it, make something up. That's okay. Remember, we're keeping the conscious mind busy. 3 things that you can hear. 3 new sounds right now. I can hear. I can hear. And I can hear. Find now those tiny little sounds that are there. And 3 things that you can feel. 3 new feelings around your body. I can feel, I can feel. I can feel. Check in with your emotions. How do you feel? Say to yourself, I am calm and relaxed. Now at this point, most of you will already be calm and relaxed, in which case you can start presenting the affirmation to yourself, whatever you want. And so the best affirmation is possibly, I'm calm and relaxed. I'm healthy and healed. And so you can start presenting that affirmation right now. If you're not relaxed enough yet, let's continue. Tell me 4 things that you could see before you closed your eyes. 4 new things that you could see before you closed your eyes. Four new things that you can hear. 4 new sounds. And 4 things that you can feel right now. If you're struggling, you can make them up. Keep your mind busy. Your conscious mind is busy. Your subconscious mind is opening right now. Your subconscious mind is opening and you're relaxing. You're feeling relaxed and calm. Relaxing, feeling calm as you find those 4 feelings. And then check in with your emotions. I am calm and relaxed. 90% of you are probably relaxed enough. Present the affirmations to yourself. The final people, continue one more time with me. 5 things that you could see before you closed your eyes. 5 new things that you could see before you closed your eyes. 5 things that you can hear. If you can't hear them, make them up. 5 new feelings. I can feel and I can feel. And tell yourself you're calm and relaxed. And now, let's start to present those affirmations to yourself. Let's spend just 1 minute reaffirming what it is that you want to change. And just repeat the affirmation over for 1 minute. Do this for 21 days and you will change your life. I sleep well every night, and repeat it. Choose just 1 or 2 affirmations to begin with, but over time you can build your affirmations up. I am strong, positive, and confident. I am calm and relaxed. I have perfect health. I have perfect health. Repeat those affirmations. I'm going to give you just 30 seconds and then we'll start to count up in 30 seconds and you're going to bring yourself back out of this relaxed alpha state. You're going to bring your brain frequency back up into beta state. 30 seconds and then we'll do this. Repeat this technique for 21 days and you will change anything, everything. Okay, here we go. Time to count up. Count up with me, because next time you do this, I won't be there. 1 up to 5, telling yourself you feel great. 1, I feel wonderful. 2, strong and ready to take on any challenges that the day throws my way. 2, feeling wonderful. 3, feeling fantastic. 4, alert, refreshed, re-energized, full of energy, feeling amazing. And 5, eyes open, everybody. Eyes open, wide awake. Welcome back, wakey wakey, and rise and shine. That's the technique. 21 days, 21 times, and you can change absolutely anything. If you need a little help, there are a number of audio programs that I have available to help you. This seminar has been recorded onto audio CD. It's called Naked Hypnosis, or Positive Changes. And the Positive Changes CD is 30 minutes of this technique, guiding you through the whole seminar and then teaching you the technique over and over again. The CDs cost $25, but they go onto your cruise card. Memory enhancement. There's audio programs for memory enhancement, for stress management, for weight loss, for stopping smoking, perfect health, fears and phobias. There's a range of about 25 different CDs, and I'll be outside after the seminar with the CDs if you'd like to come and take a look. You can also buy all of the CDs on a memory stick for a massive reduction. So for $125, you can get all of the audio on an MP3 file. So that's a different way of being able to purchase the audio programs. They all come with my personal contact details and my personal support. I mentioned earlier about I did put on a little bit of weight, and so I started to use my own hypnosis program. I started to use a weight loss program. That was me 6 months ago, and that's me today. And I've lost 36 pounds just by listening to my own hypnosis audio program. There is a mind band. Have you heard of the gastric band? You can have a physical gastric band. How about having a hypnosis mind band? No surgery, just hypnosis to make you think that you've had a gastric band fitted. Instantly you halve the amount of food that you eat and your weight changes. That audio program is also available today. It's a 6 CD set. It also comes with 4 personal calls from me. So you would have 4 video consultations wherever you are in the world with me. And it comes with full support from myself and from a nutritionalist. We're working on a big weight loss program to help people today. The cost of that program is $125 also. But that's got a 75% saving on it too. Online, it's $500 for the program. I'd like to give you a free gift. I'd like to give you something free. You know, just like a computer gets busy and it gets clogged up, we do too. 60,000 thoughts a day. Hopefully most of those are positive, but they're not always. I'd like to offer you a free 20-minute head cleaner. Just like you de-junk a computer, you can now de-junk yourself. Get all of those negative thoughts and throw them away. We don't need them. We can use hypnosis to do that. I'd like to also give you a free self-hypnosis ebook, which will teach you exactly how to do it. And you'll also get 10 personal emails from me. I sell this online at the moment, and it's valued. We sell it today. You could search it out, and it's there at $60. What I'd like to do is give it to everybody free of charge today as my thank you for coming along. To get that, you just need a website. I'm going to give you the website now. You go there, put your email address in, and you can download all of this information. If you don't have a way of writing the website down, I have some business cards, and they'll be available on the table outside the second the seminar finishes. The website, of course, it's nakedhypnosis.com. The secrets of hypnosis stripped bare and revealed. Excellent. I'd like to say a big thank you for you coming along today. And I hope that you can use the power of self-hypnosis to help you move forward from today. To use hypnosis to help you to steal. Use hypnosis to help you to cheat. To enable you to gamble. And of course to lie. The power of hypnosis can help you to steal every moment of happiness that you can. Hypnosis can help you to cheat anybody who tries to deny you your birthrights. Hypnosis can help you to gamble on your abilities because you're an amazing being. And of course, you can use hypnosis, so it always helps you to lie in the arms of the one that you love. Thank you very much for coming along today. Thank you.